Back at the front of the field, the white flag has come out for Nigel Mansell. But is there enough fuel here? Is there enough fuel in Fittipaldi's car? Fittipaldi is now just 9 seconds back. And Robbie Gordon sits almost behind Fittipaldi. He has only to handle up Bobby Rahal. So this race most certainly is not over yet.
You think strategies don't change at the very last of the race when there's no fuel left? Everybody is wondering. You know, they have all of their onboard computers, but they don't even believe those when it gets down this close.
A very partisan crowd here in Australia in favor of Nigel Mansell. They are going to go nuts. They did so when he scored his pole position. Now they have a new award for pole, $10,000 for pole. And if the pole winner can also win the race, it's another $15,000. So it's going to be a very lucrative day for Nige if he can only make it to the checkered flag. Yes. There's that battle going on still. Robbie Gordon has not made it around Rahal, though he tries him there.
Well, I don't think Robbie Gordon is really trying right now. He's just hanging on. He's going to settle for third place.
Would be a smart maneuver if he did so. But now Robbie Gordon is around Rahal. And now is trying to close and pass Fittipaldi. This is the battle on the field as Nigel Mansell continues his pursuit of the checkered flag and his first IndyCar victory.
Now, Emmo's not going to just give up and let him pass. Emmo will run it out of fuel before he'll let Gordon pass.
Watching for Nigel Mansell, looking for Jim Swintal's checkered flag. And it will be a history-making event, too, as here he comes. Nigel Mansell has scored the victory in the Kmart Haviland Lola. You wonder if Carl could hold his breath along with Paul Newman for the remaining distance, because as Mario comes around this time, Jim Swintal will have the white flag indicating one more lap to go, and Mario Andretti will be on his way to victory number 52, second on the all-time list to A.J. Foyt. 31 of his wins have come on ovals, and Mario Andretti has taken that white flag. Paul Newman watches. They hope for Mario Andretti the dry spell may finally be over. Traffic just ahead of him. Ever so careful now as Mario Andretti can see the checkered flag just ahead. Twin checkered flags come out, and Mario Andretti in the Kmart Texaco Haviland Lola has taken the victory. What a weekend for Newman Haas Racing. An incredible time, and Paul Newman couldn't be happier.
Paul Tracy right now is closer to winning his first IndyCar race than he has ever been. You get the feeling it's something that's going to happen if there's just enough fuel left in that tank.
And Rahal has come by the start-finish line very, very slow. He picks up speed now as he heads down into turn 1. There's Paul Tracy, the 12th car. He is so close to a victory, and I'm telling you, once he wins, he is going to be very hard to catch. He fell off a mountain bike that he was playing with earlier in the week. His hands are cut and bruised. His right ankle is very sore. He was icing it down heavily yesterday, but I don't imagine he feels any of that now as Paul Tracy on his final 3 turns, and he will look at a checkered flag if only he can make it here through the hairpin in safety. Paul Tracy makes a turn onto the straightaway. The checkered flag will lie just ahead, and Paul Tracy has finally done it. He wins an IndyCar race. Paul Tracy becomes a champion in the IndyCars, the 10th different driver to win in a Penske car, and Paul Tracy has done it. And there it is. Another Penske car heading into the record book. 2.5 miles to go. Fittipaldi works through the short chute, now into the second turn. One more full straightaway to run. 2 corners of short chute, and then half the stretch, and Fittipaldi will be home. Tried to close, couldn't do it, dropped even further back. In fact, it may become a battle for second between Mansell and Lyondike. Here comes Fittipaldi, Emerson Fittipaldi. The final turn for home, the checker flag, and Emerson Fittipaldi has won his second Indianapolis 500.
Were the race to end this way, Mansell would have a whopping 70 championship points, and Mansell would move into second with 52.
Nigel Mansell takes a look at the white flag. He sends himself down the back straightaway. 1 straightaway to go now on the backside. Nigel Mansell taking a look down inside of turn number 3. And Mansell Mansell can sense that checkered flag ahead. Mansell tries to close in. He can't get the job done. And Nigel Mansell picks up the win. Nigel Mansell's first win on an oval, and he continues his point lead. Congratulations to Newman Haas in second place. Mansell. Fittipaldi is in third. There they are as they go to the white flag. It's Danny Sullivan in front. Rahal trying to challenge Mario Andretti. Gordon runs alone in second place. The leader is Danny Sullivan. Mansell still can't get around the slower traffic. The battle is here right now. Looks like they ran over some debris or something came off of Mario's car. But Danny Sullivan is out in front now. The final lap of this race. Can he hold on to the finish? He is unchallenged at the moment. But remember, this is still a very slick course. The fuel question should have been answered. And Robbie Gordon spins it. He has a flat tire. Look at that. The whole left rear has shredded on the car now. Precarious position. Here comes the rest of the field through. Robbie Gordon is safely out of the way, but that's not a great move.
Gordon literally throwing away second place with whatever went wrong there. Dramatic, like Milwaukee last week where he threw away third place with just a few laps to go.
And Floyd almost biting his nails in the pits there as now Danny Sullivan is unchallenged at the front of the race. And the checkered flag lies just ahead. The courts marshals are out trying to get Robbie Gordon out of the way. Andretti continues to hold off Rahal. Here is Danny Sullivan as he makes his move into the final section of the race course. And Danny Sullivan has taken the twin checkered flags here. Danny Sullivan is the winner on Belle Isle in the ITT Automotive Detroit Grand Prix.
Oh, that is a fight for position.
Absolutely it is.
It is a fight for position.
So Gordon and Mansell will battle.
That's the reason why Mansell would need to get by Emerson.
Exactly, and they are fighting for 7th place.
Robbie Gordon always seems to get into these fights at the end of races for position, and he is spectacular. But Robbie Gordon, one of the stars of the future, he only has this straight, and the last section occurs to try and take that position from Mansell.
So Emerson Fittipaldi runs now for the checkered flag. He is unchallenged. The battle for 7th place goes on behind him at the same time. Paul Tracy is trying to close on Nigel Mansell. The final sweeping carousel turn for Emerson Fittipaldi as he comes down the straightaway. Watch Robbie Gordon as he tries. Mansell behind him. He can't get it done. It is Nigel Mansell that streams across the line now in 2nd place, and Paul Tracy will settle for 3rd. Now Paul Tracy takes a look at the white flag. One more lap to go for Tracy. Traffic ahead of him. We watch for that battle for 2nd place as it is ready to stream under the flag as well, but Tracy has a commanding lead over the rest of the field.
This will tighten the points chase if it finishes this way because, of course, Emerson Fittipaldi will close up on Nigel Mansell. Not terrifying him, not making him shake in his boots exactly, but closing up and making the season a good deal more interesting here at the halfway point.
2nd win of the season, 2nd win of the career for Paul Tracy. He finishes out this lap an extra $100,000 because he started on the pole and has carried it all the way to the checkered flag. No opposition for Tracy, and the battle for 2nd place continues to be broken off for the moment. So it's Tracy, followed by Fittipaldi, followed by Mansell, and Stefan Johansson in 4th. Now Paul Tracy being so very careful. He makes the move into the last chicane. The final left. And Paul Tracy sees the twin checkered flags the 2nd time in his career, and Paul Tracy has won here at Cleveland. As the white flag, one more lap to go, will be displayed to Paul Tracy as he flashes over the start-finish line alongside of Fittipaldi.
As we watch the cars that are remaining try to do the passing, remember there is no more blocking allowed. Wally Dallenbach is watching them. That's like a policeman watching a speeder.
So Paul Tracy runs alone, unchallenged at the lead of the race. He has only to coast it home.
And if he had pain from his throat early in the game, I bet he's not feeling it right now.
Fittipaldi in 2nd place. That battle that you see between Mario Andretti and Fittipaldi is not a battle for position. They're just running together on the circuit.
Remember, this is exactly the finishing order that we experienced last week in Cleveland. The Penske cars running 1-2. Incredible domination here in the center part of the season.
And it looks like Paul Tracy may, in fact, get several major accomplishments behind him. His 3rd win, 2 in a row, and a Canadian winning for the first time in the IndyCars in front of his home crowd. Paul Tracy has taken the win proving both to Nigel and to his fans he can indeed win at 500 miles. On the backstretch, just 1 mile to go now. Nigel Mansell on his way to his third win as a rookie. He's won on a road course. He's won on a mile oval. And now as he turns toward home, Nigel Mansell has won on a super speedway and won the Michigan 500. Moving for the final lap now. Traffic moves out of the way. Tracy tries to close. Mansell runs flat out into the first corner. No traffic ahead. He pulls away from Tracy, going through the second corner on the backstretch now. Heading for the third turn. Nigel Mansell makes the turn in. Tracy has little or no opportunity at this point. And here he comes. Happy 40th birthday, Nigel Mansell. Paul Tracy has acknowledged the white flag at the start-finish line, indicating one more lap to go. Mario Andretti made it back into the pits. They're still working on his car. Ari Lyondike made it back into the pits. They did replace that tire, and he is back into the competition. And Scott Goodyear also made it, limping back into the pits as well. But we are on the final lap for Paul Tracy, looking for his fourth win this season. And a road course win once again. Nigel Mansell will continue in the points lead if they finish in this order, as one assumes they will. But Paul Tracy is certainly showing his power. And if he was sent out as the rabbit, he took it all the way to the checkered flag for Roger Penske.
And he is the walking wounded. Walking, not when he's in the racing car. He's been on crutches since that terrible crash on Friday here. Somebody else is off the road big time, but Paul Tracy in the car doesn't seem to have too much trouble.
No one in contest at the top of the order. Tracy followed by Mansell, followed by Ray Hall and Mansell. Fittipaldi picks up some good luck and moves into fifth place. He climbs the hill for the final time today in the Texaco Haviland 200. And Paul Tracy acknowledges the checker and takes the win. Al Unser Jr. makes a turn onto the pit straight. He will see the white flag. An indication of a single lap to go now. There it is. Al Unser Jr. on his way to his first victory of the season, the second for Gallus Racing.
And a final footnote on the Gallus car. Ho and Snyder told me that their car also uses the Penske shock absorbers. They must be good.
Working for Al Unser Jr. here today, still keeping an eye, looking back for Goodyear and Johansson. There's little Al. Bobby Ray Hall is 8 seconds back now in second place. The fight is at third. And there it is as Johansson comes around Goodyear.
He's in
Something
trouble.
wrong as he came on the pit straight.
He is in trouble. He's slowed down a great amount here along the front straight. Johansson is on the rostrum. His team will be delighted. But a heartbreak for Scott Goodyear. Is it fuel? It may be fuel.
It may be a further break because as Al Unser Jr. takes the checkered flag, Mario Andretti is closing on Scott Goodyear as well. 87 laps are now complete for Emerson Fittipaldi as he comes onto the pit straight unchallenged. There comes the white flag as he starts the 89th and final lap. As Teresa Fittipaldi cheers him on, he's not in contest at all, so feel a little safe in showing you that at this point. Robbie Gordon comes across the line 17 seconds behind Fittipaldi in second place on this, the final lap.
Constant development on these cars. Gordon, Nigel Bennett told me they do 110 days of wind tunnel work per year with their cars. Next year's car is already being built by the boys in Poole, such as Penske's organization.
So Emerson Fittipaldi works his way on the final lap. It'll be 2 years in a row for Emerson Fittipaldi, now the new master of the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. But perhaps even more important is he will pick up the 20 laps for the win of the race and a point for leading the most laps. And for Penske, remember last year where his Winston Cup team won, and so did his IndyCar team with Fittipaldi here last year. Looks like another one of those weekends. Rusty Wallace won last night. Here's Fittipaldi going for his 20th career win. Fittipaldi a full 16 seconds ahead of Robbie Gordon last time across the line, and here he comes. Chevrolet, Fittipaldi, a Penske chassis, and Fittipaldi takes the win and closes in on the championship fight as they continue to battle their position out. There's Mansell as he moves around. He should see a white flag next time around. A white flag not only on this race, but now less than a mile to the IndyCar Championship. Paul Tracy got around Gordon, and Tracy now sits in third, the position that Fittipaldi wishes he had.
There's the traffic jam there that includes Tracy, but Emerson is the key. He cannot get close enough to Gordon to make a difference to have Tracy help him.
The final lap now being run at Nazareth, and there is the checkered flag for Nigel Mansell. The Kmart Haviland Lola takes the win, and in doing so, takes the IndyCar Championship. A piece of history in the making here. Paul Tracy pulls alongside, gives a wave of congratulations to Mansell. Paul Newman accepting the congratulations from his team members. Reaches up to say thank you to Carl Haas for yet another great and successful championship season, this time with their new rookie. He can now, without any question, take any rookie stripes that may be around anywhere off, because he goes from rookie to champion. Nigel Mansell. Jim Swintrall with the white flag. The final lap of the 1993 PPG IndyCar World Series. And Paul Tracy merely has to hold on right at 2 miles now. He is unchallenged by his teammate Fittipaldi, who continues in second. Fittipaldi, in turn, is unchallenged by Lyondike. Scott Goodyear is in fourth. Unser Jr. is fifth. No one in challenge in the top 5 positions.
And if you look back at the what if he had won Mid-Ohio? What if he had won Milwaukee? What if he had won Phoenix? How that would have totally changed the face of this championship.
Paul Tracy climbs the hill for the last time in this 1993 season at Laguna Seca, down through the corkscrew, looking at the possibility of his 5th win of the season. As Derek suggests, what if this car, this man could perhaps have been the champion, but for 1 or 2 mistakes during the season. The final turn, the final straightaway ahead for Paul Tracy. And Paul Tracy climbs the hill. The Marlboro car, the Penske powered by Chevrolet, takes the checkered flag. Emerson Fittipaldi will come to the flag just behind Tracy, but Paul has done it. The Canadian has won at Laguna Seca.